Hi guys, Logan here with another video. Today I'm doing a bit of a different review video, and that's because the item I'm reviewing is so large, is so kind of awkward, that I'm having to do it this way, and because I pretty much immediately put them up on display, it's really hard for me to review something that's already on display. But this is of the Home Depot 15-foot Phantom by Seasonal Visions. This is new for this year. Um, and I have quite a bit to say about it. So, I got this one second hand. There's a gentleman at my local flea market that I used to work at that gets pallets of Home Depot animatronics, and he sells them for under retail. So, and how he gets them is these are all returned to stock. So these are like online returns. These are items. These are like orders that could not be fulfilled, or these are just like in-store returns, and they'll put them on a pallet, and then he'll buy the pallets for like $500 for the whole thing. It could be like 12, 15-foot phantoms basically, for like 500, and he sells them. And some are new in box, some aren't. You can usually tell judging by the condition of the boxes and if they have been resealed, and they have stickers on them that identify what they are. So I ended up getting this one for $260, brand new in box. This was a online canceled order. It was an order that could not be fulfilled. Canceled orders are usually returned to stock. So this isn't like somebody who scalps. He doesn't go out and buy them to resell them. He gets them through pallets. They are like unobtainable from the store, if that makes sense. So I got it from him. I initially pre-ordered him, and then I saw that they took away the fans, and I started seeing what they looked like in person, and I was like, I don't really care for it. I'm not going to spend $400. It looks like a piece of junk. And I canceled my order. So when I saw he had these, I saw how big the boxes are, which the boxes are pretty, they're big, but they're not like 12-foot skeleton big or cackles big. They're doable. Like, I could put this in my storage unit, shove it in the corner, and it really doesn't take up a devastating amount of space, unlike Stitches or even the 9-foot Nutcrackers box, which are two of my biggest prop boxes. They're actually bigger, I would say, than the Phantoms box, which is kind of a bummer, but eh. So he's got a pretty reasonable box. The assembly took me hours. Mostly because the assembly has quite a few steps, and I was on the phone with Crazy Hantzilla, and we were just talking about him, and I was telling him about the structure, which the structural quality of this thing is superb for a Seasonal Visions animatronic. It is reinforced like an insane amount. They have these cross beams that connect the poles. They have these little like brackets that connect the poles. These screws on. It has like these pins that go together. I mean, it's insane. The bottom of it has all these little supports that keep it together. It has an anchor wire that goes to the back. Like, they really built this thing to withstand the weather, and I'm mighty impressed. Actually, I've not had mine fall over, and we've had some pretty decent gusts of wind come through. So, but I also have mine like staked down, double staked down, and has like 3 cinder blocks on it, so it's really not going anywhere. So, I mean, that's that. I also have mine running on a Spirit battery adapter, by the way. So, and it's been running for like a week on its timer, which it does have a timer. It's, I believe, 8 hours. It's an 8-hour timer, which I don't know if the other 12-footers have a timer function. He does, and I love it because I have him turn on at 8 o'clock p.m. every night when it is the darkest, and I have him pretty close up to the street, though I have a big tree. You can see it right next to him, so he can't be just immediately at street view, but you can see him when you're driving by. And the bright, vibrant colors really grab your attention. And that's one thing, is the LEDs on it look really nice. They are very bright, they're very beautiful, they're very bold, and they illuminate the animatronics below him. You can't see it. You'll see it in the end shot where I have it panning up to him. I have animatronics below him, and like the lights along his sleeve, or like on his arm, which they're like proper spotlights, by the way, really impressive. And the lights in his hands, they shine down on the props too, and it looks really cool. It's a really neat effect. And then he's got this flame light in his mouth too, which I have the video slowed, so this is not the actual speed. And you can see the flame light better, and it looks just great. It looks really cool. The face on him is really neat. It's from a mask originally. And I like how it's got like the teeth, like the lower teeth exposed. I wish they were painted a little better, but because it's such a large prop, I'm sure they just a quick dry brush, threw him out the door, because I'm sure doing such like a meticulous paint job would be really difficult on something so large. I think his parts are bigger than most of the other 12-footers, minus Cackles. I think Cackles is bigger proportion-wise than he is. He's a clown, they proportion the clown's bigger. So, that's one thing. Now, they said you could attach fans to it, and I want to say that's not true. There's really no way to attach fans to the sleeves, and there's also no reason to. I know, like, initially that was my selling point, which was, the fans are so cool. And I think, in theory, that is cool, but you have wind that makes the sleeves move and, has him, create this ghostly appearance. So that really, the fans being removed was not a heavy hitter for me. I think my biggest issue was it was such a quiet removal. Like, they should have sent an email out to everybody that ordered him, and honestly should have offered a discount. Because I think it's really crappy that they basically try to quietly remove the fan feature. I don't know. I thought that was pretty sly. A lot of people caught on to it though. So, because someone asked, and an SVI rep said that no, it does not have fans. So, that was a whole interesting ordeal. The prop itself, I really think, is neat. The assembly was a little confusing, mainly with the clothing, and it's mainly just because it has such an overwhelming amount of fabric that it's very daunting. But if you just kind of move past that, the assembly really isn't all that bad. The head and the arms lock in place with like snap lock pulls, which thank goodness they do that. Everything's very secure. I don't really feel like anything's going to fly off of him, which is a fear of mine. I mean, he's 15 feet up in the air, but I feel that he is very secure. I feel that all the parts are secure. I feel that he is not going to have parts fly off of him. This will cut slits in the fabric, so wind can easily move through him as well. So it lessens the chance of him being knocked over by wind, which, thank goodness. So he's like a big windsock or something like that. I really don't know how to describe it, but they definitely made it so wind could easily pass through him, which, huge plus for me. Overall, this is a prop I highly recommend. One of my biggest issues, and I know this is an issue across the table, is the fabric is so wrinkled. It is insane. It's like as wrinkled. It's like more wrinkled than Dean, and Dean was really wrinkled too. It's really weird. The fabric's a tarp material, and tarp is notorious for getting all wrinkly. So I guess I should have seen that coming. But it's not worth trying to iron it out, because as soon as you fold it back in and put it away for a season, it's gonna come right back out wrinkled again. And it's so much fabric. Like, it's insane. It's an insane amount of fabric. It'll probably de-wrinkle itself naturally throughout the season, depending on if you want to have it out, 1st of October or 1st of September, which I will probably have this be like the first prop out of the gate because it's so big, so significant, so impressive. I might start having him hidden behind my fence, like I have not cackles, but stitches. So he's behind like my fence and he's towering over it, because I think that looks so dope. But that is definitely an issue, and I think the complaints about it were super valid because I see it, and I also don't really care for it either. I mean, I hate when I have to yawn, guys. I'm so sleepy. I'm sorry. But other than that, it is what it is. I definitely don't see this being worth the $400 initial price tag. I think $300 would have been better. It's just 3 feet taller than the 12-foot Skellies, and it doesn't have the Digit-Eye function. It just has like these really cool lights. The lights are phenomenal, and they're really good quality, but it's just, I can't justify that highball price, Like, that's way too high for what this is. Like, it's really not all that impressive. I'm sorry. Let me be the one to say it. It's not all that. It's not. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you think about it. Again, I recommend it, but I don't recommend that price tag. I know he's on sale. I think it's like $150 or something. I don't remember. Or probably not that low. I know it was like $300 initially. I think it went down even more. But let me know down below what you think about this item. Do you have it? And what do you think about it? I want to hear from everyone, what they think about it. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.